Howdy y'all. In today's video I painted this quaint little barn and farm scene. I like how it turned out. But anyway, the project was part of a craft exchange group that I'm in on Reddit, and this person, Jordan, put up exchanging these macrame flower pot holders, and I can do a painting, and they were really enthused. I'm glad they picked me though, because I have quite a few houseplants. I have this ivy and a number of pothos plants in my house. I have a huge one in my kitchen. So yeah, I just would like to have this personalized one. It's cute. I don't have the patience for macrame or anything knit related. I've tried it. I can't do it. I'm so impatient. I mean, you guys see me use a hairdryer to dry paint faster, so you should get that from me. But that's what this video is. Just me painting and talking a little bit about the experience and just having fun painting a barn. So I hope you like this video.
Today's video, I'm painting a barn. I'm in this group on Reddit called Craft Exchange, or community on Reddit. I'm not sure of the linkity. I recently joined Reddit, but I'm in this group where people exchange crafts and handmade goods, and this person, Jordan, posted these macrame plant holders, and I offered up a painting in exchange for one, because I have a lot of house plants, and they sent me this picture of this barn, and we talked back and forth on Messenger a little bit, and they were super cool and easy to work with. Like, they just wanted their painting, but they seemed excited whenever I asked for more details, such as animals and such, which I was very glad with their enthusiasm. Some people, you ask such questions and they barely give you an answer. They went full detail and told me the kinds of flowers that grow around, and how they used to have a couple white chickens, and how they have a little gray tabby barn cat. And I just really enjoyed the experience thus far. I'm not very experienced when it comes to acrylic paint, so a lot of this was a learning curve for me. I've done oil paints and I've done watercolors, but acrylics I've not really dived into. So anytime I paint something, I think of how you actually see things. You can't really tell what's going on in the background, so in the background of things I just put splashes of color, and in the foreground I try to make things more crisp. It could be because I personally have bad eyesight, or it's just how I like to paint things. I don't know. I don't think about it too much. I just paint what seems right and what makes me happy. My apologies for getting me holding brushes in frame in the way. Whenever I'm painting or pretty much doing anything in general, once I use a brush for a color, I know I'm going to be dipping back into that color, and I'd rather just grab a different brush instead of spend the time cleaning a brush. So I always hang on to it either in my hand, or I'll put the unpainted into my mouth, and I kind of forgot about the camera. In the background in the right corner, you can kind of see the original image on my iPad, and me moving it around, trying to see different areas and how I should paint them. Up to this point, I've just been laying down the base colors, and I do plan on going back in and fixing them. And yes, I do finger paint from time to time to get the textures I want, because I can't do everything with a brush. But yeah, I'm just trying to get the colors right before I go in and add final details and the flowers and coloring the chickens and adding the little kitty at this point. And just having fun with it up to now. As you can probably tell at this point, I'm kind of struggling with getting the proper tones in my green. A lot of my paint is old. I went through a brief period of depression where I didn't do anything. So a lot of the paint I'm currently using is old, but I don't want to toss it out. I want to, give it life. It's still usable, but I don't have as many colors as I would like to create tone, and I don't want to buy a new set of paints, I guess, because I don't want to have all these old ones still sitting around. And yeah, my mind's crazy. Leave me alone. I will admit, on my trees, I definitely overdid it on the green. I really wanted more blue to shine through than I allowed. But by the time I saw that I was doing too much, it was too late. At this point, when painting it, it's getting to be the end of the night, and I was getting tired and kind of fed up with myself on not being able to accomplish the green that I wanted to. So here you can kind of see me going up, and this next bit is the next day. Throughout the day, I just thought about how I could enhance the green to at least give it the light that I want. And that was just adding some white to my paint, of course. And after I realized that, I was definitely tired by the end of the night before. But here I'm just finishing up and adding final touches, lights, before I finally add the animals and start putting in some splash of color for the flowers. I honestly can't believe this is my first time ever painting a chicken. I mean, honestly, I grew up with chickens and other farm animals, and this is the first time I've ever painted a chicken. By the way, I love how these chickens turned out, and now I really want to paint more farm animals. But whenever I was talking to Jordan, they told me that they used to have 2 white chickens, and it was such an opportunity to get to paint some chickens. I've been wanting to do a farm animal thing for a while, and I really like how these guys turned out, or gals. These gals turned out. Also, when Jordan informed me that they adopted a stray tabby cat, a gray tabby cat, I couldn't think of anywhere better to put it other than the cute little swing they have here. I thought about putting it up in the tree, but the trees have such a gray tone already. I just felt like it would have been lost there, and it really stands out on this white swing. I know Jordan didn't mention having any red flowers in their garden, but I kind of have like 4 corners of red going on in this painting, and I felt like red just needed to go there because if you noticed in the background there's like this red pole, and then of course the barn, and then the chickens have some red in the foreground, and I just felt like having red over here somewhere just tied the entire painting together better. In this painting, you'll notice that I added 2 little white butterflies. It was a very last minute decision on my part, but I always think in the summer and spring how I always see tiny little white butterflies flying around, and I just felt like it added to the scene more and added just a tad more white to the background, which I felt that it needed over there in the other place you'll see that I put a butterfly later. So here it is finished. I actually like how it turned out in the end, especially the chickens. The chickens are my favorite part personally. I really hope Jordan likes this painting. I had a lot of fun doing it, and yeah, here's some cool slow-mos. And I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. And visit my other online pages.